Next practical is half wave rectifier with capacitive or C filter. So the circuit, we will see how we have made the connections. The secondary winding, first terminal is connected to anode, then the cathode is connected to the load resistor, then second terminal of resistor is connected to ground, and this ground is connected to second terminal of the secondary winding of the transformer, and this is internally connected to the earth. We use earthing when AC voltages are used, and we use the term ground when DC voltages are used. The circuit is same, but now we have to connect a filter, that is a capacitor filter. What is the function of capacitor filter? As we have learned in the theory, the function of capacitive filter is to remove the AC ripples. Now this capacitor is connected in parallel with this load. We will make the connections. We will take the two wires, we will connect the first terminal of the capacitor in parallel to the resistor. This is second terminal. So I have connected a capacitor filter, that is a capacitor in parallel with the load, this RL. And now the output will be obtained either at point this or at point this is any one terminal, and here this terminal, because all these are in parallelly connected. Now we will measure the input voltage across this primary winding. The primary winding is already 230 volts. We will measure the voltage at the secondary winding at this point number 1 and point number 3 using this digital voltmeter. So I will change the meter to again 200 volts AC. This is a scale. One more thing I want to show you. You have to connect this black probe to the common and the red probe to the volt and ohms and diode. We are not measuring current, so no need to insert the probes over here. Okay. Now we will measure the AC voltage input. So the AC voltage is 13.28. You can see it is fluctuating. This is fluctuating because the input voltage is fluctuating. As the input voltage is fluctuating, the voltage measured will also be fluctuated. So this is 13.3 volts at the secondary winding. Now we will see this AC voltage again on the CRO. So I have connected the CRO probes in this circuit, and the output waveform is obtained here. So this is the input wave. I have used the word output because this is actually the input for the circuit, and it is through this cable is connected to the CRO. So this is again 1, 2, 3, 3.8 number of divisions multiplied by this 10 volts. So this is the multiplying factor. So again the voltage will be 38 volts peak to peak AC. Now we will measure the RMS as we have measured previously. I will measure again. The AC voltage is around 'show the full screen using the circuit and the CRO. So on the multimeter we can observe the AC voltage is 13.43 RMS, and on the CRO peak to peak voltage is 38 volts peak to peak. Now this is, in this circuit I have used only single diode, and this is load RL. So I will now change this voltmeter to DC voltage and I will measure the output. So the output DC voltage without filter is 5.72, and now when I will connect the filter across this load, we will observe that suddenly the output voltage has been increased, and this output voltage is increased because the AC ripples has been reduced by the capacitor filter. I will simply connect the capacitor and you can see the output voltage has been increased. It is increased to around 17.5 volts, and this is RMS value of the DC voltage. So using filters we have removed the AC ripples, and hence we are getting a good DC voltage. On the CRO we have not yet seen how the DC voltage looks like. We will just connect the CRO probe channel 2 on this with filter and without filter. So without filter the voltage was 5.7 volts DC, and this is the output waveform without filter. Just count the number of division. This is 1 division and 2 division, and in between these only you can see the DC clamping is there. This is DC voltage. So on the reference line it is 1 and 1.2. Just for reference I am selecting this. This is from this point, it is 1.2. And now when I will add a filter, you will see that this line will be shifted much upwards. Here I will add a filter. I am connecting the filter. That is the capacitive filter. I have connected the filter. Now we will see how much output we are obtaining. Now I have connected filter, this capacitor filter. The output voltage has increased to around 17.3 volts. Now we will see the output on this CRO. Now see that in this screen, this channel 2 is in between these lines. See, I have selected one reference line. Okay, I have selected one reference line. Now we know that DC wave, it is straight line because we have used a filter in this circuit. So now I will connect I am connecting a filter. I have connected a probe, CRO probe. I have connected the filter. Now here on the CRO front panel, I will push this button because I want to see the DC voltage. I will push this button. Please focus on this button. Unpressed means AC and press button means DC. Now look very carefully. I am pressing this button and you just observe this line, it will shift upwards from its reference line. See, this line has shifted its position. I will again unpress it and it will come down. I will press it, means now it is DC voltage. So the DC voltage is around 1 unit, 1.4 multiplied by 10. Now it is no peak to peak because DC voltage is unidirectional. So our multimeter is measuring around 17 volts and our CRO is showing around 10 multiplied by 1.4 around 14 volts DC. So by using a filter, the output voltage has increased from 5.3 volts to 17.4 volts and the DC voltage in the CRO is observed by using this straight line. I will again push and show you the effect. I have not given the DC input. Now I will press the button. This line will shift its position. DC voltage will be clamped here. Please observe at this line. I have pressed the button and again the DC voltage has been observed on the CRO. So this is the overall setup, input output voltage using a capacitive filter for a half wave rectifier.